Hey everyone, welcome back to Interview Channel. Today's video is absolutely crucial if you're preparing for an audit position, whether it's at a Big Four firm or any other company. I'm going to share 30 real interview questions that recruiters actually ask, along with powerful answers that will help you stand out. These aren't just generic responses, they're carefully crafted to showcase your understanding of audit principles and your potential as a future auditor. Let's dive in. Question 1. What motivated you to choose audit as your career path? Sample answer. My decision to pursue audit stems from my strong analytical mindset and desire to understand how businesses operate from the inside out. During my university studies in accounting, I was particularly fascinated by how auditors serve as both independent validators and business advisors. I appreciate how audits provide exposure to various industries and help maintain integrity in financial markets. Additionally, the structured training and clear progression path offered by audit firms align perfectly with my career goals. Your single click can feed a hungry child. Every time you subscribe to Interview Channel, you're not just investing in your career, you're helping us provide meals to children in need. We donate a portion of every video's proceeds to fight childhood hunger. So hit that subscribe button and like this video. Together, we can build careers and change lives. Now, let's move on to our second interview question. Question 2. Can you explain what an audit is to someone with no financial background? Sample answer. I would explain audit as a systematic review of an organization's financial statements. Think of it like a health checkup for a company's financial records. Just as a doctor examines vital signs to ensure good health, auditors examine financial records to ensure they're accurate and trustworthy. We verify that the company's financial statements give a true and fair view of their financial position, helping stakeholders make informed decisions. Question 3. What do you understand about audit independence, and why is it important? Sample answer. Audit independence means maintaining an unbiased, objective mindset when performing audit work. It's crucial because stakeholders rely on our opinions to make important decisions. For example, if an auditor holds shares in a client company or has a close relative in senior management, it could compromise their judgment. This is why audit firms have strict independence policies, including regular declarations and rotation of audit partners. As a fresher, I understand I must immediately report any potential independence threats to my seniors. Question 4. How would you handle a situation where you discover a discrepancy in the client's financial statements? Sample answer. My approach would be methodical. First, I would thoroughly document the discrepancy and gather all relevant evidence. Then, I would review my work to ensure I haven't made any mistakes in my analysis. If the discrepancy remains, I would discuss it with my senior team member, presenting both the issue and the supporting documentation. It's important to maintain professional skepticism while also being tactful when discussing findings with clients. I would never try to hide or resolve significant issues without proper supervision. Question 5. What do you understand about materiality in auditing? Sample answer. Materiality in auditing is about determining what matters financially in the context of the audit. It's the threshold above which missing or incorrect information could influence the decisions of financial statement users. For example, a £5,000 error might be material for a small business but immaterial for a FTSE 100 company. As a junior auditor, I understand that while I'll initially work with materiality levels set by seniors, I need to flag any accumulated errors that might approach these thresholds. Question 6. How do you prioritize your work when dealing with multiple audit assignments? Sample answer. I use a systematic approach to prioritization. First, I consider deadlines and client commitments. Then, I assess the complexity and risk level of each task. I maintain a detailed to-do list and regularly communicate with my team about progress. For example, if I'm working on both year-end testing and interim procedures, I would prioritize year-end work with approaching deadlines while scheduling interim work during less busy periods. I also factor in review time needed from seniors and always keep them informed of my progress. Question 7. What are the 5 assertions used in auditing? Sample answer. The 5 assertions are: existence, occurrence, transactions and balances actually exist. Completeness, all transactions are recorded. Rights and obligations, the entity has rights to assets and obligations for liabilities. Accuracy, valuation items are recorded at appropriate amounts, and presentation and disclosure items are properly classified and described in the financial statements. Understanding these helps me focus my testing procedures appropriately. For instance, when auditing accounts receivable, I would perform different tests for existence, like confirmations, versus completeness, like cutoff testing. Question 8. What do you understand about professional skepticism? Sample answer. Professional skepticism means maintaining a questioning mind and critically assessing audit evidence. It's about not taking client explanations at face value but seeking corroborating evidence. For example, if a client provides an unusual explanation for a significant revenue increase, I would look for supporting documentation, market analysis, and potentially discuss it with other team members. However, it's also about balance. Being skeptical doesn't mean being cynical, but rather maintaining an evidence-based approach. Question 9. How would you handle a disagreement with a team member about an audit approach? Sample answer. I would handle it professionally by first trying to understand their perspective fully. I'd explain my reasoning clearly, backing it up with relevant auditing standards or firm methodology. If we still disagree, I'd document both approaches and discuss with a senior team member for guidance. The goal is to ensure audit quality while maintaining good working relationships. I believe such discussions often lead to better audit outcomes as they help consider different viewpoints. Question 10. What experience do you have with audit software and tools? Sample answer. While I'm new to professional audit software, I'm proficient in Excel and have completed university coursework using data analysis tools. I've also taken online courses in ACL and IDEA. I understand that most firms use specialized audit software, and I'm eager to learn these tools quickly. I'm particularly interested in how technology can improve audit efficiency and effectiveness. My ability to learn new software quickly, combined with my understanding of audit principles, will help me adapt to the firm's specific tools. Question 11. What are the key stages of an audit process? Sample answer. The audit process consists of 4 main stages: planning, where we assess risks, set materiality, and develop the audit strategy; internal control testing, where we evaluate the client's control systems; substantive testing, where we gather evidence about the accuracy of account balances and transactions; and completion, where we evaluate results, form conclusions, and prepare reports. Each stage is crucial for ensuring a quality audit, and as a junior auditor, I understand the importance of thorough documentation throughout each phase. Question 12. How do you ensure accuracy in your work? Sample answer. I follow a 3-step approach to accuracy. First, I clearly understand the objectives and requirements before starting. Second, I use a systematic approach, documenting my work step by step and cross-referencing to support evidence. Third, I self-review my work before submission, using checklists where appropriate. Additionally, I stay focused by taking short breaks during long tasks and always double-check calculations. If I'm ever unsure, I ask for clarification rather than making assumptions. Question 13. What do you know about ISAs, International Standards on Auditing? Sample answer. ISAs are the fundamental standards that guide audit work in the UK and internationally. They provide the framework for conducting high-quality audits. For example, ISA 315 deals with identifying and assessing risks, while ISA 500 covers audit evidence. As a fresher, I understand that these standards will guide my daily work, from planning procedures to documenting evidence. I'm particularly interested in how recent updates to ISAs address modern challenges like cybersecurity risks and data analytics. Question 14. How would you adapt your communication style when dealing with different clients? Sample answer. Communication style should adapt to the audience while maintaining professionalism. With financial professionals, I would use technical terminology efficiently. When explaining findings to non-financial staff, I would use clear, simple language and practical examples. It's also important to consider cultural differences and business etiquette when working with various clients. The key is to ensure effective understanding while maintaining the professional standards expected in audit. Question 15. What would you do if you were falling behind on an audit engagement? Sample answer. If I noticed I was falling behind, I would, first, immediately communicate with my supervisor about the situation. Second, analyze why I'm behind, whether it's due to unexpected complications, resource constraints, or efficiency issues. Third, propose a solution, such as reprioritizing tasks or requesting additional support. I'd also look for efficiency improvements in my current processes. The key is to be proactive and transparent about challenges before they become significant issues. Question 16. How would you ensure the confidentiality of client information? Sample answer. Confidentiality is a fundamental principle of auditing. I would ensure this by never discussing client matters outside the team, using secure firm networks and encrypted devices, being careful with physical documents, and following clean desk policies. In the age of remote working, I understand the importance of being extra vigilant about data security, such as using VPNs and ensuring no unauthorized access to my work devices. I would also stay updated with the firm's IT security policies and immediately report any potential breaches. Question 17. What role does working capital play in business operations, and how would you audit it? Sample answer. Working capital represents a company's operational liquidity and efficiency. When auditing working capital, I would look at key components: inventory, receivables, payables, and cash. This includes analyzing ratios like the current ratio and collection periods, performing cutoff testing, and reviewing the aging of receivables and payables. Understanding working capital is crucial as it indicates a company's short-term financial health and operational efficiency. Question 18. How would you approach auditing an area you're unfamiliar with? Sample answer. My approach would be: first, research the area using firm guidance and accounting standards. Second, review prior year working papers to understand the established approach. Third, discuss with my senior team members to clarify objectives and potential risks. Fourth, document my understanding and proposed testing approach for review. I believe in asking questions when needed and learning from each new experience to build my expertise. Question 19. What are your thoughts on the importance of documentation in auditing? Sample answer. Documentation is crucial in audit as it provides evidence of work performed, supports conclusions reached, and enables quality review. Good documentation should allow an experienced auditor to understand the work performed without prior knowledge of the client. I would ensure my documentation is clear, complete, and cross-referenced appropriately. This includes recording the nature, timing, and extent of procedures performed, results obtained, and conclusions reached. Question 20. How would you handle tight deadlines and pressure during busy season? Sample answer. I manage pressure by maintaining strong organization and time management. This includes creating detailed schedules with buffer time for unexpected issues, prioritizing tasks based on urgency and importance, and maintaining open communication with the team about progress and challenges. I also recognize the importance of staying calm under pressure and maintaining work quality. During university group projects, I developed these skills by successfully managing multiple deadlines. Question 21. How do you understand the concept of reasonable assurance in auditing? Sample answer. Reasonable assurance means having a high, but not absolute, level of confidence that financial statements are free from material misstatement. It acknowledges that there are inherent limitations in auditing, such as sampling risks and the possibility of sophisticated fraud schemes. As a junior auditor, I would contribute to reasonable assurance by performing thorough testing procedures, maintaining professional skepticism, and escalating any concerns to seniors. The goal is to obtain sufficient appropriate evidence to support our opinion, while recognizing that absolute certainty isn't possible. Question 22. How would you explain sampling in an audit context? Sample answer. Audit sampling is selecting and testing a representative subset of transactions or balances to draw conclusions about the entire population. It's crucial to use appropriate sampling methods based on risk assessment and materiality. For example, when testing a high-volume revenue stream, I would ensure the sample size is statistically valid and includes items from throughout the period. I understand that while sampling is efficient, it's important to be alert to unusual items and patterns that might warrant additional testing. Question 23. What factors would you consider when assessing audit risk? Sample answer. When assessing audit risk, I would consider three main components. Inherent risk, the likelihood of material misstatement due to the nature of the business or industry. Control risk, the risk that internal controls won't prevent or detect misstatements. And detection risk, the risk that our audit procedures won't detect material misstatements. For example, a new IT system implementation might increase inherent and control risks, requiring more substantive testing. I would also consider factors like management's attitude, industry conditions, and previous audit experiences. Question 24. How do you think technology is changing the audit profession? Sample answer. Technology is transforming audit through data analytics, automation, and artificial intelligence. These tools enable us to analyze entire populations rather than just samples, identify unusual patterns more effectively, and automate routine tasks. For instance, automated tools can help in reconciliations or identifying unusual transactions. As a new auditor, I'm excited to learn these technologies while understanding that they complement rather than replace professional judgment. I believe staying adaptable and continuously learning new technological skills is crucial for future success in audit. Question 25. If you spotted a potential fraudulent transaction, what steps would you take? Sample answer. If I identified a potentially fraudulent transaction, I would first, thoroughly document my observations and gather relevant evidence without alerting potential perpetrators. Second, immediately report it to my senior team member or manager, following the firm's protocols for escalating such matters. Third, maintain strict confidentiality and not discuss it with the client or other team members unless specifically instructed. Fourth, be prepared to assist in any additional procedures required to investigate the issue. I understand the sensitivity of fraud-related matters and the importance of maintaining professional skepticism while following proper protocols. Question 26. How do you assess going concern in an audit? Sample answer. Assessing going concern involves evaluating whether an entity can continue operating for at least 12 months from the reporting date. I would look at key indicators like the current ratio, cash flow forecasts, loan covenant compliance, and market conditions. If there are concerns, I'd examine management's mitigation plans, review board meeting minutes, and assess the adequacy of disclosures. Recent economic challenges have made going concern assessment particularly crucial, requiring careful consideration of factors like inflation impact and supply chain resilience. Question 27. What are the key considerations when performing analytical procedures? Sample answer. When performing analytical procedures, I would consider the plausibility of relationships between financial and non-financial data, setting appropriate expectations based on industry knowledge and prior periods, determining acceptable thresholds for differences, and investigating significant variances. For instance, if reviewing gross margins, I would consider factors like price changes, cost pressures, and market conditions before concluding on the reasonableness of fluctuations. Question 28. How would you handle a client who is being uncooperative or slow in providing information? Sample answer. I would take a structured approach. First, document all information requests and follow-ups professionally. Second, escalate to my senior team member, providing a clear timeline of requests and responses. Third, work with the team to identify alternative procedures or sources for the required information. Most importantly, maintain professionalism throughout while being firm about deadlines and requirements. I understand that managing client relationships is crucial, but we must also maintain audit quality and meet reporting deadlines. Question 29. What steps would you take to verify the existence of inventory? Sample answer. For inventory verification, I would first, review the client's inventory count procedures and identify key risks. During the count, I would perform test counts, observe the client's counting procedures, and document any issues noted. I'd pay special attention to high-value items and those with a higher risk of obsolescence. Post-count, I would reconcile the final inventory listings to my test counts and the financial statements. I'd also consider cutoff testing and review any third-party held inventory confirmations. Question 25. Where do you see yourself in 5 years with an audit? Sample answer. In 5 years, I aim to be a senior auditor with my professional qualifications completed. I want to develop deep expertise in specific industries and mentor junior team members. I'm particularly interested in developing skills in data analytics and automation tools, as I believe these will be crucial for the future of audit. Most importantly, I want to be known for maintaining high-quality standards and contributing to the firm's reputation for excellence. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Share your thoughts and any additional questions you might have in the comments below.